Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulil Kareem. Alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum. This is Uncle Samir here with the Muslim Institute. And my little friend, really spending time in Itikaf a little bit, Al Haki. Alhamdulillah. We're talking today, inshallah, about the turban and the benefits of wearing a turban and the sunnah about wearing a turban and how to tie a turban. I myself been wearing a turban most of the time, mostly every day wherever I go for the last 30 years, including work, including school. MashaAllah, I had the benefit of working at the Pentagon right after 9/11, wearing my turban and my construction clothes. Yeah, I did. For a little while. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. It said that the turban itself is one of the hadiths about wearing the turban is mentioned. It is called Taj al-Mu'mineen. A Taj al-Mu'mineen. Crown of the believer. My student Nadir was over here practicing tying his turban. He was on that, inshallah, today. Alhamdulillah, he's doing alright. But like most people, they're never satisfied with what they do. Me too. I'm never like it. But anyway, when we talk about the turban, alhamdulillah, one of the things in wearing a turban is that you should have a cap. You should have a kufi or taqiyya, whatever somebody call it. You might want to call it with different words. No, it's not a hat. Most people call it a kufi. A kufi just basically means a head covering. Anything you put on your head, including a hat, is called a kufi. But that's one of the reasons why I don't like to call it a kufi. My sheikh always called it a taqiyya, coming from the root word taqi, to be mindful. So most of the time, except for when somebody maybe might not understand what I'm talking about, I call it a taqiyya. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But you should have one on, nonetheless. Okay? When you tie it, when you complete it, you should have a tail at the end of your turban. And it's sunnah to have a tail. You should not cover your forehead, because this is where you make sujood. When you make sujood, your head should be on the ground. Your forehead should be on the ground, so that should not be covered. Well, that's because you like to wear baseball caps. But also, you should not cover your ears completely. Even like in the wintertime, like some people that have, they wear kind of a turban in such a way that they'll have their ears completely covered like this, which it should not be. Okay, you can do half of the ears. You cover half your ears, so you have some warmth in the wintertime, something of that nature. But you should not cover the ears completely. As far as tying a turban, as you said before, that the turban is called Taj al-Mu'mineen, meaning the crown of the believer. Like a king wears a crown, the crown for the believer, the crown for the Muslim is the turban. Like if we was a king or something, we would like to wear our crown and everybody to see, we have a crown on our head, right? So same thing with the turban. For those who are Muslim, believer, they should like to wear their crown. Even when the Prophet ﷺ used to almost always wear a turban, and sometimes just wear a taqiyya. And when the angels came down to fight and to help the Muslims, they also came wearing turbans. So, this, among other reasons for myself, is why I wear a turban. A turban is not something that somebody has to, that a Muslim has to wear. A person chooses to wear a turban, alhamdulillah, is good. I said, you like your women, we Muslims like our women to be covered as they should be, as Allah has ordered for them to be, and they stand out in the society. So why we don't want to stand out? Why we want to be down low and undercover? You know what I mean? We should want to represent as well. So this is my own opinion. Anyway, we're gonna undo this turban. Now you see Uncle Samir without no head. And that's okay. You alright, Nadir? You look like you're in deep thought, brother. You good? Okay. Give me a little bit of room. I don't want to take my elbow and hit you in the head. Sit there. Alright. One, when it comes to the turban, wow, it's been 5 minutes already. I didn't know that. Wow, long time. The length of the turban, it says the material. You can have different types of material. I'll get into maybe some of that later. Use soft material, okay? But the length of the turban, okay? See, I have a nice sized little turban here. The length of the turban is generally, Hadiths used to measure in cubits, from the tip of your finger to the elbow. Okay, it's 1 cubit. Okay. Hadith I remember reading about the Prophet ﷺ and his amama. In Arabic it's called the amama, turban. Was that he used to wear one that was 3, 5, 7, no actually 3, 5, 9, and 11. 7 was skipped, I don't know why. But generally odd numbers like that. So when I used to first go buy my turban, I used to measure out my material like that. That's 1 cubit. Come back around, that's 2. That's 4. That's 6. That's 8. This is 9. It's a little bit more than 9 cubics right here. This particular turban I have. No, you skip 7 in the hadith that I remember reading. I don't know why I skipped 7. I don't know. But I remember that. I remember it stuck out. When I tie my turban, put it over my neck on my left shoulder, on my left side. In case you're looking at the camera from the other way, you'll know this is my left. Right, this is my left hand right here. This is my left hand. So I have this end of my turban over my left side, my left shoulder, on my neck here. Okay. You can make how long you want to have your tail here, because this is what's going to be left. The tail right here, this part that's hanging over my neck here is going to be my tail. Okay. So the tail also, as far as I know, as far as the sunnah is concerned, it should not go past. There's 2 narrations. One mentions the shoulder blade, right at the end where you can feel your shoulder blade is. You know your shoulder blade? It's right here. That's your shoulder blade right there. Okay. And the other mention, turn around. The smaller your back. Right here. Right here. Right here. The smaller your back. Either right here by your shoulder blade. Stop here. Right here. Shoulder blade is right here. So that length, or down here, this is the maximum length. Smaller your back, right where your waist starts. Okay, that's the maximum. That's the maximum length that the tail should be. It shouldn't be longer than the smaller the back. So anywhere in between there, anywhere from the shoulder blade all the way down to the smaller the back. All right. Alhamdulillah. And I turn in this way. Like I said, over my left shoulder, this hand I hold it here, tight. Okay, I usually try to straighten it out so it's not too twisted and knot and stuff like that, you know, and try to smooth it, make it a little bit smooth. It's good in the beginning when you first start trying to do this, that you perhaps take this end and bite on it, so that you can keep this tight. Me, I can do it without biting on it, but in the beginning, you know, first start trying to learn how to tie it and do it for yourself, you might want to bite on it because you want this tight. You want this pull between here and here, you want this tight. I mean, I can do it, especially since I'm talking, I can do it this way. Okay. Come in here. See, I have to bring that tail across the middle or center of my head, but then right across here, across my arm, right here, this side. Okay, it's gonna be on this angle because I'm gonna make an X. I'm gonna make an X across the front. Here across the back, not here on the side. Okay, I'm coming from the top of my head and coming over the front. Okay, to here. Now this hand I'm taking with my palm up. Okay, taking with my palm up, pulling this all the way out here in front of me, and this hand is coming here. Now I will use this hand and guide it. This hand is staying here, and guide this and lay it on my head. This I keep up here, and I roll this way. And see, one of the benefits of doing this like this is that when I'm standing up, which I'm not now, I'm sitting down, but when I'm standing up, I won't have to dance around what's left of this turban. Okay? Now coming back here. See how this is here? It's just left right there. Okay? I don't usually mess with it, but I'm trying to make it a little bit more easy so you can see. Okay? Now I'm going to pull this coming down across my ear and coming upward, making kind of like a crisscross, an X. Why did the camera go out of focus? I don't know. Okay. And we can see that my little X, my peak is a little bit off, but I can fix that in the end. Usually when I tie my turban, I don't use a mirror. You know, I just do it. Then I continue. Go across here, right on it. That's alright, I'll fix it. I come again from the top, down, right there on my arm, bringing this over, and then down right here, coming around, straightening this out so this don't get all twisted and kind of like a little knot on a ball, and bringing it this side. And coming from here again, pulling it up, putting it right here, laying it down, all the way around. Now this is what I got left. Now I can, I got about this much left. Okay, I can take this and I wrap it one more time, put it here. Then I'm going to take it and tuck it right close to my kufi. Up here, put it right in there. The light is not good, so you might not be able to see very well, but I just tucked it in right here. Okay, right there. And pull my tail around to my back. Your tail should either stay on your right shoulder or on the back. You shouldn't wear your tail hanging on your left shoulder. Okay, so sometimes you may not have enough to take it all the way to tuck it completely in. So what you can do, because sometimes the Prophet ﷺ used to also wear two tails. So I would take this, maybe if I didn't have enough to make it all the way completely around, I would take this and take part of this and tuck the part in the back. This one is kind of long because it does make it all the way around, but I'm just trying to do this so that I can show you how it was normally done. And so that I have actually two tails. You see? I have this tail and this tail. 1, 2. Okay. See that well because I got my back turned. Okay, on that side. Sometimes the Prophet used to wear two tails, but my second tail right now, because it was really long enough to go all the way around, was